What's going on YouTube? Smoking Fireman here. Just wanted to let you know how my day went today. I had a very busy day. Went to work, got up at 5 o'clock this morning. I went to work. Spent until about 2 o'clock at work. If none of you know, I work in a chemical plant as a chemical operator. So I get off work. Supposed to go pick my son up. I'm in the process of picking my son up, and we get toned out for a large fire inside of an old aluminum plant that is across the river. Mind you, this is not even in our jurisdiction. This is in a whole nother state, which I live in West Virginia. I live real close to the Ohio River, so right across from the Ohio River is obviously Ohio. And, you know, we, as small towns, we run as mutual aid fire departments, so if they need our help, you know, we obviously go help them, and vice versa. And that's how our mutual aid system works. But usually, I mean, basically what I'm getting at is, you know, things are bad when Ohio is calling us for mutual aid. So we get on scene, and there's flames shooting out of the top of a building, probably 15-20 feet high. So I just got back. It's super late. I gotta be back at work in the morning, but I'm pretty much wide awake, so I thought I would make a video. So I am smoking out of my Boswell shot shell. Beautiful pipe. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I love Boswell's pipes. I think they make some of the best pipes around, and they're by far my favorite, that's for sure. And I am smoking, this is a blend from McClelland. It's called Chocolate Silk. I bought this the last time I was at Boswell's, and I didn't even have to age it. That's the best part about it. It was from 2013. It's an aromatic. It's pretty good. I mean, I usually stick with English blends myself, but I like a little bit of everything, like to mix it up and stuff like that. So that's my smoke right now. When I woke up this morning before work, I always try to have a bowl before work. So I just opened up a tin of Margate, so I've got it stored in a jar, of course. One of the things that I also wanted to mention too is from Unicorn Piper, the a drawing and all the time and effort that he put into, you know, the grand prize of his drawing and everything to try to get funds for another YouTube pipe community member. I mean, I think that's just, I mean, that just goes to show it doesn't matter where anyone is in the world. When you're a part of a community, you know, like the YouTube pipe community, everybody bands together and kind of helps everyone out, which is pretty cool. So, I mean, you gotta take the good with the bad. I've heard that he's doing a lot better now and everything. I personally don't know the guy, but I'm gonna find his channel and subscribe to it, and I'm sure he makes great content just like pretty much everybody else on the YouTube pipe community. So just really stuck with me. I mean, in my opinion, I mean, I went on and donated to the GoFundMe page. I didn't get in on a part of the drawing or anything like that. I just went and donated and left it at that. I guess I was just watching on YouTube to where he did his video or whatever, and the #1 first place winner for the grand prize of that drawing, which is a pretty nice grand prize, I will have to say that for sure, is Joshua in the Woods. So Joshua in the Woods, congratulations on that, buddy. I will have to say this chocolate silk, it does give a pretty good room note as far as that goes. The taste for me, it's kind of like, I mean, you can kind of get a little bit of the chocolate, note to it and stuff like that. It does have a sweeter taste to it because there's a casing or a topping on it, of course. But in my opinion, and it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But in my opinion, all aromatic blends to me, for the most part, and like I said, take that with a grain of salt, but the most part, in my opinion, taste the same. I mean, the tobacco is usually got Cavendish in it, which is a sweeter tobacco, and I mean, honestly, I think they all taste the same, other than the different type of toppings, of course, you would have on the tobacco. But nonetheless, the chocolate silk, it is pretty good and leaves a very good room note. I would have to say that's the first aromatic blend that I've tried from McClelland. I usually stick with like the Virginias and the Frogmorton and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm mostly an English person. I think the English blends have a lot better taste and stuff like that. Also, speaking of McClelland, I think smoking pipes just got some more back in. So if you guys wanted to go over to smoking pipes and get you some McClelland tobaccos, I think that they restocked it. At least I know they restocked the Frogmorton and a couple other ones. I'm not sure about the rest of them. So I'm pretty stocked up on that stuff. Like I said, I know everybody's going crazy with it. You look on eBay and stuff like that, people are selling Christmas cheer 2 or 3 tins for like $300-400. I mean, that's just, that's kind of crazy in my opinion. But I mean, I can understand paying a little bit over retail for it. I mean, or maybe even double, retail, or maybe a little over. But when you're talking $200 or $300 for a 2017 tin of Christmas cheer, I mean, that's a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. But to each his own, I guess. Also, I wanted to mention that I make pens. I do woodworking. I do different kind of things. I'll have to show you some of the pipe tampers and stuff like that I make, but I just recently made this one. It is a deer antler. So I make them with shell casings and different things like that. Use different type of woods and stuff like that as well. So if any of you guys would be interested in something like that, then I mean, I'd be happy to make one for anybody. So well, with that being said, I'm gonna hop off here. I think I'm going to finish my pipe and I'm gonna get a shower and go to bed because I have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning for work again. So I want to thank you all for joining me and have a nice night, guys.